the early months of 2025, the world was bustling with the promise of a new year. The technological advancements were astounding, with quantum computing and AI driving innovations that seemed straight out of a science fiction novel. Yet, amidst the progress, scientists at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA) noticed an anomaly: the sun was exhibiting unusual activity. Solar flares, which are bursts of radiation from the sun, were becoming more frequent and intense. Dr. Emily Zhang, a renowned solar physicist, was among the first to raise the alarm. She had been studying the sun's behavior for decades, and the data she was seeing now was unprecedented. "We're on the verge of a major solar storm," she warned in a global conference call with the International Space Weather Network (ISWN). The group, consisting of the world's top space weather experts, listened intently as Dr. Zhang outlined her findings. Solar Storm of 2025, she explained, was predicted to be as powerful as the Carrington event of 1859, which was the most powerful geomagnetic storm on record. Back then, telegraph systems around the world failed, and auroras were seen as far south as the Caribbean. But the 2025 storm posed a far greater threat. Modern society was heavily dependent on technology: satellites, power grids, communication networks, and the internet. A storm of this magnitude could disrupt the very fabric of daily life. The sun's activity intensified, governments around the world began to prepare. The United States, in particular, launched Operation Solar Shield, a nationwide effort to mitigate the impact of the storm. Power companies worked tirelessly to reinforce the grid, adding protective measures to prevent widespread blackouts. Satellites were placed in safe modes to shield their sensitive electronics from the impending solar radiation. Despite these efforts, there was a palpable sense of unease. On the morning of June 23, 2025, the world held its breath as a massive solar flare erupted from the sun's surface. The flare, followed by a coronal mass ejection (CME), sent billions of tons of solar particles hurtling toward Earth at an astonishing speed. Dr. Zhang and her team watched in awe and trepidation as the CME approached, knowing they had mere hours before it impacted the planet. When the solar storm finally hit, it was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The night sky was ablaze with auroras, visible even in cities where light